I'm not going to fall down yet. Thank you. I think, generally speaking, Mr. Toastmaster, you're over there, right? The standard of our speeches was very, very high, well prepared, and very enjoyable. We'll start with my views on, and our views on Adrian's speech. He was talking about gourmet cooking. Well, I'm interested in that too. I used to enjoy cooking as a bit of a hobby. I found it a very creative hobby. Unfortunately, a lot of my creations had to go down the loo because they weren't edible. And Adrian, you're not the only person who can boil an egg. Well, I don't have a wife to help in the kitchen, so I can't really comment on that. Yes, I know about washing dishes. That is one of the worst things about being your own chef. You've got to wash up pots and pans and dishes. What I liked here, Adrian, you had great use of the stage space. We all enjoyed Floyd because he didn't just drink red wine, he drank a Norwegian spirit called aquavit, which is really powerful. He could power torpedoes with that stuff. Anne gave you a wonderful birthday present to attend, a voucher to attend cooking classes. Yeah, you got a good mentor at where we live, John McCullum. Is he Cullum or McCullum?
McCullum.
McCullum, yeah. You bought yourself a cookbook. Well, I've also got a couple of cookbooks, but they don't really help me. I know about the oven with knobs on. I invariably get that wrong, wrong temperature. And you're fired up for cooking. Just use of props. You maybe used a few too many. Now, Harold, your assignment, it was actually a very difficult assignment, and I found it difficult to evaluate. Now, I think you did really well with the, what you call it, the group, what you call it, a conference. Yeah. The stage was set up for a meeting. I'll come back to it in a minute. Your introduction to the discussion on awards was clear and sharp to the point. Lynn had a comment on various meeting awards, so I'm not going to comment on all your comments there. One of the good things was recognition for a role play, namely the Genie Award, and awards for table topics. I like that one too. Dino, different levels of speech. You shouldn't measure performance against others' performance. Adrian, some people win again and again. That's a valid point. The same people come up for awards again and again. That gets a bit tiresome. Awards motivate new speakers. Difficult to compare speeches. Recognition for achieving objectives, that's a valid one. And encourage desire to do better. Now we come to Annika's speech. Annika, your introduction was good. It was nice, clean, sharp. Where are you, Annika?
She's in the building.
Why? You didn't get my permission? All right, her introduction was really good. It was clear and sharp. what I liked there too, when she was asked what her weaknesses were, that is very, very important. She knew what her weaknesses are. If you don't know what your weaknesses are, it shows you don't know yourself. She indicated she has strong management skills. To deal with her weaknesses, she's got a Toastmaster coach, someone that we all love very much, Tambu, to help her get over that. Management style, that's a strong motivator. Counseling employees to exceed. Reiterating with, sorry, I missed that one. Flexible, and she is flexible and adjustable. Member of Toastmasters to improve. Body language and eye contact. Judy mentioned that. The way the meeting was set up, she had her back to me, so I can't really comment on that. But I think her general consensus was that she could have done better with that. And especially Judy, you said facial expression. The other thing Judy mentioned, which was valid, don't talk about negative matters that happened in the past. And don't be gender specific. I think in this day and age we're all trying to do away with gender, race, politics and all that nonsense. So all in all it was a very good speech. Mr. Toastmaster, you are now back in charge.
Yeah, I think so. Let's ask the individuals to come up and do their evaluations. I think that's that. Would you discuss something else outside?
No.
Okay.
And over to you.
No, do we still want the individual evaluators to come up and do their,
Oh
in
yeah,
addition to
sorry,
you?
yes,
Okay,
forgot about
perfect.
that.
No, that's fine.
So I'll take a seat on the side.
Johan, are you going to call us up?
Yeah,
Each person, myself and Fortune?
yeah, all right, do that.
Just go.
Okay.
You know you first.
He's just called you up, do you?
Exactly. Thanks, Joe.
Okay, so thank you.
Thanks, Johan.
Oh. Yes, I just realised. You.
We're going to have a discussion about that on the point. Yeah. So, Adrian, gourmet cooking. The storyline goes as a bachelor. You played the specific part of you could at least boil an egg because you had a special device, and you could cook some eggs because it was a necessity. And that's how you pretty much started off your speech. And the only term of gourmet came into your back when you cooked gourmet was using the HP sauce because it was knighted from the Queen. It's a very and throughout your entire speech, you use subtle humor like that. That it doesn't have a massive punchline, but it's quirky and it puts a little smile on our face. And you did that throughout your speech. And I think that's one of the great things about your speech is that it's very conversational. It's very subtle and like you engage. You don't even know you're listening and you're just enjoying it. You're just like going on. So that's one of the things I love about your speeches. And then throughout your speech, then you started speaking into, you were watching these cooking shows, but nothing really got you engaged until you went to a cooking course with your wife called Taste Buds, which you informed us about, and it got us involved. And that's another little subtle thing you're doing. You're like getting people engaged in the speech by just asking little questions. And it's funny how you don't, these things are very subtle, and you're like, what are the techniques that this man's using just to keep me engaged? So you've got an art there, so well done. And then, so then you kind of, near the end of your speech, you start speaking about the actual gourmet cooking that you started to get involved in with the light crusted tuna, which you showed us a little picture of, and then the kind of the banana bread that kind of eluded you on the stage. So that's one of the things, your props, just, you need to practice those. It's one of those things that, I don't know if you have to have them numbered, maybe don't have too many because you were fumbling, dropping them on the floor, running off them.
Yeah.
So that's something that you do have to practice. And then just another improvement is that you rushed through your speech, and just because you had so much to present, a lot of information, and I think you can really cut out your introduction. You said good morning everybody, and you said hello, really said hello. Get into a nice hard-hitting quote, get straight into it. And then that will cut out 20 seconds, gives you more time to enjoy the rest of your speech. But otherwise, I enjoyed the research that you provided to all of us, and I believe that you were able to meet your agenda, providing specific research, that information to the crowd. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Completely.
Must I? Can I call?
Yeah, Colin. Yeah.
Can I welcome Fortune to the front
Okay.
to evaluate Harold's speech?
Yeah.
Please welcome Fortune.
Sisters and guests, thank you. This was a very tough evaluation for me, given that it's my first evaluation and it was not so straightforward. But I'd like to thank Harold for such an effort, putting up such a smooth presentation. I also want to thank all the participants that also participated. It was so engaging. Thanks for the effort. Topic selection, in my view, was perfect. It is something, our club is an agile club. We want to try new things, and this is one of the things that I feel is quite relevant. So I think this topic selection was quite good. I also loved the humor that Harold had. He had a few jokes. For example, a joke on Hugo being new and speaking better than advanced Toastmasters. And also these other sparkling awards job to the president. I think there was so much humor which made the meeting quite engaging. Okay. At some point, Harold also asked Dino to share his experience to the panel during the discussion. I think it was also relevant to actually hear Dino's experience and how it shared with the other participants of the discussion. I think it was also good. Generally, I think consensus was reached, and the consensus that was reached was that we must do something just to change the way we do our awards. And all the panelists unanimously agreed to that. And further to that, there was also some action items that was also agreed. Anaev suggested voting, and Dino suggested trying out in the next meetings to see how it goes. Then we can see if it works. I also want to add that during the meeting, Adrian was also thought-provoking. At some point, he actually provoked Adrian to come up with a brilliant point of having the most improved speaker award. So I think, generally speaking, the arguments were top drawer. Everything went well, and it was smooth, and the consensus was reached at the end of the presentation. Well done, Harold. Thank you.
speech. So, over to you.
Can I give an evaluation of our topics master? Because she's got an
Yes.
assignment.
Do you want to do the evaluation?
Yes, please.
All right, carry on.
Please welcome Harold to the front.
Don't worry, Mr. Evaluation Chair. I wasn't volunteering you to do the evaluation. Judy's assignment was called active listening, and what we were looking for was primarily how well she listened to the table topics, and it was a table topic session that she had to do, and what comments she came back with at the end of each speech. This evaluation will concentrate on that, but also just talk about the table topic session in general. So, general comments, you excelled at, and I've said here, great listening skills and attention to detail with your linking between topics. And certainly with each participant, when they finish speaking, you relayed something that they said back to us. And I don't think there was an exception where you didn't do that, so very well done on that. So in terms of that part of the assignment, very well done, thank you. I may want to suggest, just in terms of the table topics at the end, some kind of a wrap-up. You might have pointed out one or two other things that people did, or even just thank the speakers, or even just call the names out of those who spoke so that everybody could remember. And of course, we would have liked a timekeeper's report at the end of it as well. And to challenge yourself, I thought it would have helped if you had helped Monica through the first topic. And I'll tell you why, because if you compete in a Toastmasters a top table topics competition, you don't get to change the topic. And even if you don't know anything about it, you should speak about it. And I thought perhaps what you could have done was just ask her a question just to prompt her to speak on the same topic, rather than rescuing her with another topic. I think that would have been a good challenge for you. It's not easy. I know it's terrible to see someone stand up here and not know, and you do want to rescue them, but I think it would have been more useful to her just to walk her through it, and the next time she's learned something that she can do. Okay. But otherwise, very well done, and the session went very well. I think the speakers responded very well, and it was a well-run session, so congratulations on that.